man comes to church loaded with charms that try the man of God. Dr. I say well. Many have heard Gospel Pillars Church being called the place where God is because of the numerous manifestations of God's power in our midst. The testimony you're about to watch goes further to confirm these claims and will further buttress the awesomeness of our God, His presence in this place, and His power at work with His servant, Dr. I say well. On the 30th day of July 2017, during the Mega Sunday 6 service, the multitude gathered to witness the undeniable power and presence of God. The man of God, Dr. Isaiwell, taught the congregation on the significance of the anointing oil and how it acts to direct the anointing.
If he puts the oil on his forehead, when the fire comes, where will it go? Here. So the fire will concentrate where the oil is.
While all this went on, Mr. Dedemos Adugo, who was seated in the congregation, having been invited by his siblings, was on a different mission. As a strong believer in the use of charms, he came to Mega Sunday 6 not to receive the anointing, but to confront the anointing upon the man of God and see if God is indeed with him. Let's hear him in his own words.
Where were you sitting?
I was seated at the last end of this row with my married wife.
With your wife? Is she here?
No, she
She's
did
not
not come today.
Okay, so what happened? You brought charm.
Lots of charms, sir. Because I've always been a young man that believed only in charms.
You believe in charm so much.
By the grace of God. I like words to say. Because
are you seeing somebody using by the grace of God and he believes in charm?
I've heard lots about this church, and my brother from the village is one among the pastors in this church, Pastor Paul Adigo.
Your uncle?
Yeah.
So he's just laughing at you. You are going to church. You don't know.
Yeah.
Go there. Stand by him. Your own uncle. So this cannot be made up. This is uncle. He's a member of this church.
Yeah. So
he brought his uncle for Mega Sunday.
I have lots of brothers living here in Alausa, and I've challenged them that look, this man at the God is worshiping, and this man you people spoke volume of is not a man of God. Whereas I am coming prepared. If I fall, believe so much in him, but if I stand on my feet, don't believe in him, and nobody should worship with him.
Wow, did you notice that he came to physically challenge the anointing upon the man of God by carrying his charms in his inner breast pocket of his suit? A charm is an ornament or object used for chanting or reciting magical spells. It is also believed that they carry powers that may be used to manipulate a person. Mr. Dedemos had much of this on him and confidently awaited the man of God to come around and lay hands on him. Unknown to him, the Spirit of God had earlier instructed the man of God not to lay hands on anyone in this particular Mega Sunday, but to have everyone present receive the anointing oil and place that on the part of their bodies where they needed the anointing of God to act upon.
You will be given the oil in your hand. Put it wherever you want the fire to fall, and the fire will fall. I said what? The fire. Now you go this way. You go this way. You start from the choir.
After the anointing oil was placed in the hands of Mr. Dedemos, let's find out what happened.
You said something that we should apply that oil in the place we want it to work in our life. So I now place it on my chest that if this anointing oil is of God, it should do the work of God. But if this source of anointing is not from God, it should rather increase the volume of the charm in me.
After everyone had applied the anointing oil upon themselves, the man of God then began to pray down the fire of God.
That fire, that power, Father, let it rest upon the oil. Every place there is oil, let the power of deliverance, let the fire of God rest upon the oil. Now! Everybody, when I say 1, 2, 3, I want you to say, fire of God fall on me. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
And the power of God truly manifested. Let's now see what happened to Mr. Dedemus.
As you were praying, Pastor, I did not fall, but I began to feel light. My suits were no longer heavy, and my mom began to call me. People that were there will confirm that I was always going out and coming in. Going out, they stopped me at that door about 4 times.
Who stopped him? Can anybody remember? Can anybody remember?
A lady was there. A lady was there.
Who was the usher that was at the back?
Stopping me always. Where are you going, young man? I said, please, I want to.
Where is the usher? Can you remember? You are the one that stopped him.
Yeah, so
you stopped him. Come here. So you saw him going.
That instruction that nobody should be moving when you're around the altar. So he was just moving. I said, "Stop! You can't just. You have to make an important call." So no, just hold on. Just.
So your mom called you.
Yes.
What did she say?
So my mom called me. I went out to pick the call. I could not hear what she was saying at all. I came back immediately. I sat. She called again. I went about 3 occasions. I could not hear my mom. That was when I came back. Take the light of my phone to search under the chairs.
If the child
I was sitting at the back of where that video coverage is. So I on my thoughts to see if the charms had fallen away from my suit. I could not find anything. So at that time, I finally went to the toilet to take off my suit and search very well. I did not see.
This fire from the anointing oil did not just cause the charms to disappear, but also went miles and miles away to Benue State, Nigeria, where it consumed an altar that had been erected as a site of demonic worship in his family for generations.
My mother called me at home that I have broken in fire and in pieces the altar that they have been worshiping for so many years. I was giving birth in that altar. It's through that altar I go to war.
Even more, another altar in his own house collapsed just as the power of God consumed it.
As I am talking to you, I prepare an altar in my sitting room that I pay respect to every morning before I come out. On getting home, the jackknives I use in decorating this thing far away from where I hanged them.
Indeed, just like the Philistine god Dagon in scriptures, 1 Samuel 5:1-7, no charm or enchantment can withstand the power and the fire of the Almighty God. By this testimony, God has once again confirmed his sovereignty and affirmed his presence in Gospel Pillars Church, and has honored his servant, Dr. Isewell. It is important to know that this man had vowed that if this charm prevailed against the anointing upon the man of God, his relations who invited him were to stop worshiping at Gospel Pillars Church. But after conceding defeat, his relatives who worship at Gospel Pillars also confirmed the contest and threat.
You know him?
Yes, that's my uncle from home. My uncle's from home.
You invited him?
Yes, sir.
And you always talk about church?
I talk about church, so he heard of it. And he said, if God can arrest me in that church, he will come and see by himself.
And you are also from you live around them. Come here. No, you are the same family also.
Yes, sir.
You are aware of this?
Yes, sir. He first told me that if he come to this church and you pray and he fall down, let all of us be coming to this church. But if you didn't say anything like that, nobody should come to this church. And this thing that you said, he told us before coming to church.
Wow.
Up until the day of this confession, the family altar from where the charm was made remains on fire, and the family has sent Mr. Dedemus to come and plead with the man of God to put out the fire.
My uncle has called to warn strongly that I should go back to that church and tell the man of God that whatsoever he has taken away from me, he should bring it back, because there is fire at home. Pastor, I came here purposely for something. Please, I beg of you. I beg of the God of Dr. Isaiah Worth. Please, Pastor, pray the fire burning in my house now to quench.
Indeed, Jesus is alive and his name is greater than all. This all happened as a sign that you may have confidence in Jesus. Believe in him and be saved. John 4:48. Gospel Pillars Church, God is here.